back. Today I got here the 2022 LYNX BOONDOCKER DS850, and I'm going to show you how to remove the hood and the exhaust. So let's get to it. The first thing I'm going to do is remove both side panels. Next, I'm going to take my T25 and remove the gauge panel. Once we have the gauge panel out, we can remove the glove box. And then these T-Torx 25 screws on both sides. Also make sure you unplug both the lights and the sensor on the air intake. Now I'm going to go in from the clutch side, and I'm going to loosen off the clamp holding on the air intake boot. It is located right here, and it is a Phillips clamp. I'm going to have to remove this Torx screw here on both sides. The last thing I need to do is remove this Torx screw here on both sides.
Now you can pull your hood up and off. If the rubber air boot hangs up, just reach around and give it a little push.
If you're finding this one useful, make sure you hit that subscribe button, click that bell, and smash that thumbs up. It really goes a long way to helping out the channel. Now that the hood's off, we can start removing the exhaust. And the first thing we're going to do is remove this little heat shield right here. Now I can remove these two springs. Now I can remove the three springs coming out of the front of the motor attached to the Y. Next, I'll slide my exhaust sensor off the frame and unplug it. Now I can simply slide my pipe forward and lift it up and out. To remove the muffler, I'll need to come in from the backside and remove this 10mm bolt right there. Now that the muffler has moved forward a ways, I can go in from the side and unplug the O2 sensor. With the O2 sensor unplugged, I can lift the muffler up and out. And there you have it. We have our muffler and our full exhaust system removed. If you need to get in there, do some maintenance, some cleaning, maybe install a skid plate, this will help you out greatly. I'm going to reinstall everything in the reverse order that I took it out, starting with the muffler, the O2 sensor, and the 10mm bolt with the spring holding it to the frame. Next, I can reinstall the pipe back onto the machine. As I do this, I need to be careful to make sure the front of the pipe lines up with the mounting post here. And then as I slide the pipe towards the motor, I need to be very careful of this rubber exhaust gasket here. Make sure it doesn't get pushed out of the way or damaged in any way. Before installing your springs, just double check your exhaust gasket here and make sure it is installed correctly. Now I'm going to reconnect the exhaust sensor and then install all 5 springs. forget to reinstall the heat shield. Before dropping the hood back down, make sure you have all your electrical wires pulled up and tucked underneath the handlebars. Now I can start lowering the hood back down onto the machine. As I do this, I need to make sure these hooks on the hood line up with these holes here on the front of the machine. Once you got the front hooks in on both sides, come around to the side and make sure you got your air boot going into place as well. Once the air boot is aligned, the hood will slide back into place. And now we can install the Torx 25 screws we removed from the top earlier. I'm also going to reinstall the front Torx and the rear Torx on both sides. Next, I'm going to reach in from the top of the clutch here, and we're going to push the rubber of my air boot all the way forward to the front of the machine. Once I'm sure that it's fully seated, I'm going to tighten up the clamp. Next, I'm going to reconnect my wiring harness and then install a glove box. The last thing I need to do is plug the gauge back in and reinstall the 2 Torx screws. Don't forget to reinstall the side panels. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and click up here to check out the next video. This has been my hood and exhaust removal on the LYNX BOONDOCKER DS850. Ride safe.